Today we're going to be taking a look at some new tools from Toughbuilt. They've come out with a lot of new stuff over the last couple of years, and I'm going to go ahead and take a look at it, show you guys, let you guys know what I really think about it, because it looks pretty fantastic. I'm not going to lie. There's a couple of things I'm super excited to show you guys, so stick around for those. But let me know in the comments if you guys have used any of this newer stuff from Toughbuilt, or let me know if there's any other brands that you guys love and want to see more of. So we'll go ahead, get all of this wonderful goodness out. Now there's a couple of really great things that I like a lot here, so we'll go ahead and start from here, move over, go through it all. I'll show you guys all the details, let you guys see it for yourself. But we'll start off with this jab saw and holster. So we'll go ahead and open it up. All right, now that we have all of that out, it's just a solid jab saw. It does not fold. Looks like there is a screw right here that holds it in place. From there, got this little clip here, so this can slide on your belt, which I like that. I like that it comes off and that it's separate, because you don't always need a saw like this, and you don't want to ruin your pouch, your nice leather pouch, by putting a blade in there. Got a solid fit to it, super easy snap over design, just a plastic. It's a little bit softer. There's probably some rubber in this, but yeah, looks great. Comes with an extra blade. These are drywall blades. It's a 6-inch drywall blade. Same thing for this one here. This means that you can obviously keep this in your backpack or your bag as well, with the sheath on there, so that way you're not tearing up your bag, your pockets, all that little stuff that you don't want to tear up ever. Obviously, you don't really ruin a ton of blades going through drywall, so those should last you for quite a while. Next, we'll go through this one real quick. It is their lineman pouch, knife pouch. Pretty stiff here. It comes with their quick connect, so from here, it comes with this portion that comes off. You have to take it off to get the package off, but if you press down on this yellow portion here, this just slides off. And then from there, it means you can keep this portion on your belt or whatever. It's their Toughbuilt system. You can keep this portion on your belt, and then you can just replace the portion that you want to put on, because all of their pouches and stuff like that connect with this little deal here. Just slides back on, boom. Nice little setup there. This level looks fantastic. It's super thick, you guys. We'll go ahead and get it out of the package now. All right, so this is a 9-inch level, and you guys, it's very thick, by the way. This is not something you're just gonna carry with you everywhere you go and run pipe with it, but it's a 9-inch level, and it extends all the way out to a 15-inch level. It lets you know right down here what mark you're at. So if you push it in a little bit, you know you're at 14 here, so on and so forth, all the way down to 9. It's got some magnets here. They are pretty strong magnets. As you can see, they are slightly off to one side. Then you've got the 90 and the 0 degrees from there. So you guys can tell that my table is pretty level. It's not too far off. I'll give it that. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I like that it extends. It lets you keep it in your bag. Lets you keep a 15-inch level in your bag, to be specific, that you don't have to worry about taking up 15 inches of your whole space. So this is pretty cool. I like this, especially for setting panels and stuff. It's a little bit longer. This guy right here, this is their 12-in-1. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna open it up, go ahead and see just how everything fits together, let you guys get a feel for this. Comes with all of this. It's got the 2 sections that fit into their drivers. So these they are specific, so one side fits one and one side fits the other, because these are 2 separate nut drivers. One side is 1/2 inch and one side is 3/8. And then these nut drivers on the inside, one is 1/4 inch and one is 5/16. So that's pretty cool. So we'll see which bits fit which. For the bits, these are number 1 and number 2 Phillips. It's a number 1 and number 2 square, and then a T10 and the T15 Torx bit. There is the flatheads on the other side of those Phillips. But I do have to say, those fit so tightly. It felt very, very nice right there. So hopefully, yeah, I mean, those, if you guys can hear that click, it's a good click. Honestly, I think the hardest part's going to be getting them out, which is a good thing. If you guys like the multi-drivers, you guys know that the worst part is losing your bits all the time, every time you change them out. So These do slide in a lot nicer than that. But again, I like that it's tough to get the actual bit out, because that's the part you always lose. Pretty standard feeling. There's very big rivets right here. Not a bad thing, but I do like the shape of this. It's a decently sized handle. It is very rough right here, which is cool. It's just got like a rugged look to it. But yeah, it's definitely Toughbuilt. I'll say that much. I like this a lot. And like I said, number 1, number 2 Phillips, number 1, number 2 square, two sizes of flatheads, and a T10 and a T15 driver bit for this guy right here. This is one that I'm super excited about. I'm very glad that they made this here. Next up, we have these Toughbuilt tin snips. I like these tin snips a lot so far. The feel of them, I don't have a favorite pair of tin snips. Tin snips is definitely an area that I don't have a favorite pair of. It's just kind of like whatever I've picked up at Lowe's. I think my current pair is Linux, but these feel great. There's a spring in them. They are spring loaded. The handle's comfortable. There's something to do with two fingers on this side of the groove is supposed to be better control, and one finger is supposed to be for power, just the way it's leveraged. But yeah, they've got a pretty decent sized head to them. There's quite a bit going on here, which is definitely a lot different, but I would be excited to see how well these cut. They definitely feel good. They look good. And yeah, I think these are definitely going to be my new pair of shears. These next two things look pretty fantastic, so can't wait to get into these. These are the two things that I've been the most excited about. So let's go ahead and check them out. All right, so the first thing we've got out of this group, I love this tape measure so far. You guys, it feels great. All right, it's got a really good feel, super sturdy feel. The blade is 1.25 inches wide. It feels really good in your hand. It feels stiff. It's got writing on the back, which is huge. I need to have my writing on the back, okay? For overhead work, it just makes it so much easier. And the magnet on it is very strong. And it's got this hook system where it's got these two sides come up on the front of it, and then on the top of it. And then on the bottom, it's got that back there, which is very useful. It's got a stop on the back here. That's a button. I like that. I like that it's not just access to the tape, so you can stop it with your hand. Clip is solid. Obviously, it's got this button here for you to push it down so you can lock it in place. And then right here, it's got the loop so that you can loop stuff through so you can secure it if you need to. But I really like this tape from Toughbuilt. It says there's an 11-foot honest standout. And honestly, I went a little bit past that when I tested it earlier. So, I mean, I'm past 11 feet there. Earlier, I did get to 12. So, it's got a solid standout. It feels incredible. It feels great. I really do like what they're doing here with this tape. I think this right here might be a game changer. Might be the thing that swaps out my Milwaukee stud, hopefully. And then finally, last but not least, we have the Insulated Drivers here. I've been super excited to get my hands on these, so let's go ahead and get them open. Okay, I'm not going to tell you that the package for this just kicked my tail, but the package for this absolutely just kicked my tail. I can tell you that Toughbuilt 100% did the packaging, because it was Toughbuilt, dear Lord. But yeah, no, obviously open once, cry once, bleed once. That might be a user error. That's not a reflection of these tools, I can promise you that. So it comes with a number 2 Phillips, this flathead here, that's a good size, which I like this size of flathead. And it also comes with this combination bit here for your combo for the screws that have flatheads and Phillips bits in them. So I like this one a lot, especially for terminations. 1,000 volt rated. They look like a super great set, and I think this is like one of my favorite sets that you could just pick up willy-nilly, like at the store if you're ever in need. They feel great. The grip on these, I like the texture on these and the shape of them a lot. It's a softer, like a hard rubber, but it's like it's just got a really good feel. There's a lot of grip here that you can get. Very, very solid. And I like this setup. I like the longer flathead here that's not overly large, so you can use it pretty much anywhere. I like the combo driver. That way you're making sure you don't strip out screws. It's a super cool driver. And then Obviously a number 2 Phillips. So just a great set to have overall. If you're looking for a set of insulated drivers, definitely a big fan of these so far. We'll have to test the fit of the screws, but they look great. There we have it, folks. These are some awesome tools from Toughbuilt. I'm actually so excited to get these in use, see what they're like. I like a lot of this stuff a lot. Like this tape measure right here and these insulated drivers, the 10 snips. Honestly, this 12-in-1, I like this a lot more than I like the Klein one. I like the way it fits in my hand, and I like the fit that the bits have. It feels a lot better. I feel a lot more secure. I hate losing stuff. You guys go take a second, check this stuff out. It's definitely worth your time. But if you want to see more tools like this, I did just review some vessel tools. So you go ahead, head up to that video. But remember, it's all for His glory, and I will see you guys on the next one.